So I'm going to start with Amari. Amari started out as a violist, switched himself to violin because he asked and I said no. And then he came back in 6th grade and he had a violin in his hand. And then I look over and he's doing vibrato. And I said, well, how did you learn that? And he said, well, I watched you. And I said, okay. And that's just a testament to what kind of young man he is. And I know that you're going to make an incredible music teacher. And I just want to tell you I love you. He's going to Crane. Give it up for Amari. So in music department tradition, we feed you sugar. I do have when we do our orchestra party with the awards, I have something else for you guys. So next up we have Ashley Lopez. She's been a bass player in the orchestra. Book. Like, these kids wrote books about themselves. I kid you not. All right, Ashley Lopez, she is everyone's favorite music department member. And she would like to thank Ms. Blakner, Ms. Brown, Ms. Schaefer, Mr. Prasad, Ms. Moser, Ms. Leparati, Ms. Hanson, for being there along the way and being a fantastic group of teachers and support. She would like to thank me for keeping her on this path even when she wished to quit. I think that seems to be the theme, right? I convince you otherwise. I actually tell them I'm going to show up at their house and lay on the front lawn until they change their mind. But she is going to be studying humanities and liberal arts at SUNY Orange in the fall. Give it up for Ashley. All right, Timothy. I can do this. Can I come back? Can you just go to the end of the line? Okay, no, I can do it. I can do it. All right, Timothy is an incredible young man, and everybody tells me he's everywhere. And when I had Timothy, I told him I had a dream when I was pregnant. And I was like 2 months pregnant, I had this dream. And like God was coming from the sky and he was giving me, I know, like it's crazy. And he was talking to me about the baby in my belly. And then all these sparkles came from the sky. And I know, it was like so pretty. And it was like, twinkle, twinkle. I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. And then God said, he is special. And I tell Timothy all the time, he's special. And when I grow up, I want to be like you, okay? He is going to go to William Patterson University in the fall, and he's studying jazz performance and music education. And Timothy, you're going to be great no matter where you go. I think Mika's been crying. She's like all red. All right, next up. Oh.
I'm going to take the mic for a second since we're all crying today. I've known these kids also as long as her, some even longer since they were in kindergarten because, you know, I'm Timothy's older sister, so I had to watch out for all the kids in school with him, so I got to know them all. And they're just all so amazing, and you guys look so big. And it's like, go back to being small. I'm just so proud of all y'all, so I'm just going to go back to doing the cookies.
Yeah, she's big sister, everybody. I think it was the music. Like, I should have programmed, like, happy funk or something. We all know Amelia. So, Amelia, I'm just going to say that the day I met you, I was floored with what an incredible gift God gave you in music. And I know, right? I'm going to miss our lesson group. Yeah. I actually go, oh my God, is it 6th period? I love that lesson group so much. They abuse me, but I just love you guys. It's abuse out of love. But Amelia, I am so proud, and I'm not surprised at who you've become. So continue to be beautiful, continue to play your music, and know that you are gifted. I love you. All right, next up we have Jill Ziegler. And I'm sorry if I'm not saying where they're going to school. I just want to tell you, like, things that's not in here. You can read this where they're going, but you can't read what's in my heart. So Jill is so special. She gets me. When we were in lockdown with COVID and we had an hour and a half, sometimes 3 hours of orchestra on the, somebody's losing points tonight. I told them no cell phones, but I know, even through the tears, I come at you. But I did Qigong with these kids. We did some Taibo, 10-minute Taibo to get them, because, teaching music over a computer is not the best. And especially when you have 3 hours of it, how do you keep their attention? So I would warm them up. I'm like, we have to get in our bodies and warm up. But Jill got it. She understood. And she's continued the tradition to where when we sound really good, she's like, can we go outside and just do some Qigong, Miss Maynard? So Jill, I'm going to miss you and your infectious, beautiful light. You are my sunlight, and I love you. Next up is Skye Rivera. Oh my gosh. Like these kids, when I look at them, I remember them when they were in kindergarten. And can I tell the story? No. Can I? Please? So I learned about Skye when she was in kindergarten, and Timothy came home and he's like, Mommy, I have a play date with Skye. And I said, okay. And he goes, we have to go to Stanley Deming. She's meeting me by the swings. And he was like, we have to be there at 3 o'clock. And I said, okay, well, let's go. And I'm like, I don't know who Skye is, but he has a play date. He set it up. So we show up, and we waited for 2 hours, and Skye never showed up. So that's how I was like, well, Timothy, and then he was so sad. And he was like, she never came. I know, right? And I said, so did you tell her mom? Like, did she tell her mom? No. I said, well, how's she getting to the park? Like, you're 5, So when I explained it to him, then he understood. So all the time, I was like, so who's Skye? Who's Skye? Me and his dad were like, who's Skye? And we figured out who Skye was. And now, Skye, you have helped me so much since I came up here to the high school. And you've helped me I'm lost without you. I love you. Skye is just beautiful. And I'm happy that you're going to be close. When she told me she was going to Pace, I was like, thank you, God, because I want her close by. I feel like her mom, All right, next up we have Emily Dorfman. Emily is a beautiful young lady. She's been in orchestra since 4th grade on violin. And in 6th grade, I remember she would come to me and she's like, Miss Maynard, can I do this? Can I do that? And I was like, yeah, anything that I needed, Emily Dorfman would be there. And one day she came up to me and she's like, so I'm doing C-Tech. I want to be a chef, right? And because C-Tech happens the same time as chamber, she was like, I can't. And I'm like, I'm not letting you go. So we worked it. She has audited this class. She practices the music. She does the playing tests. And she shows up and she shows out. So I just want to let you know that I love you and I'm proud of you and everything you've become. And you better cook for me. I still see the little 6th grade her sitting in the first violin section anytime I look at her. So next up is Allison King. Allison, raise your hand. So I told you before, my first meeting or true encounter with Allison was when she cried at Wire Choir because she was just overwhelmed with music. And because of that, we learned in 5th grade, you're going to cry in Wire Choir. That's just how it goes, right? And then you love it afterwards. But I have to say, today was one of my most proudest moments because she went from being this shy little girl to playing a solo, loud and proud, and sitting first chair. And I just want to let you know that from 7th grade, I'm like, louder, louder. She played loud today, and it made me cry. And I just want to tell you, I'm proud of you. All right, this, I know, maybe go from that end. This next student is Maddie Noakland. And she is an incredible, incredible musician, singer. She's going to be an educator. But let me tell you, the one thing I love about Maddie, she has all of the music memorized. When you watch the concert tonight, she doesn't look at her music. She's looking at me. And she's like, I got this. Like, she knows every note. It's insane. I want to be like you when I grow up, Maddie. She has helped me out when I had COVID. She conducted for me, as did Amelia. She helped me run rehearsals. When I'm running around, I'm like, can you warm up? Can you do this? She is the music department's right hand, and I'm gonna miss you so much, Maddie. And I'm very proud of everything you've come through. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Want me to go over there? Okay, I'll just start right here. Can I stand right here? Okay. My first time meeting Dennis, he was 2 years old, and he was Timothy's first sleepover when they were 4. And I won't tell you what happened backstage tonight. No. I love Dennis too much to do that. He'll get, no. But Dennis is an incredible young man, and he's grown up to be a beautiful, beautiful boy. Man, not boy. I have watched Dennis. His parents should be so proud, because if I'm like struggling, Dennis will be right there to, Miss Maynard, no, you don't do that. I'll do that for you. He's going so far away. He's going to be like way upstate. But he helped me move. I didn't even have to ask. He was right there with his truck. I love you, and I'm proud of you. And I called the school and told the director of music to hire a violin teacher, because they don't have one. And she's hiring one so that he can continue studying music. So he's going to minor in music. I'm proud of you. We'll always have that moment, Dennis. We'll always have that moment. Kyle Payne. You know, Kyle. No, this is all good, I promise. No, for real, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just trying not to cry. Because the one thing that Kyle has is integrity. And he'll own who wrote the bad words on the board in 5th grade. He was like, you know what? I did it. I'm going to be honest. I did it. That was 10-year-old Kyle. And he has not changed. This year, when he was concertmaster, I'm like, F sharp. No, it's not. Like, there were times where we're like, we're going to go neck to neck. Let's go in the parking lot. Let's go. And you can only do that with family. So I just want to tell you, Kyle, I love you. I am proud of who you've become. And thank you for all the boxing matches, because Orchestra's not going to be the same without you. And neither is my house, because I'm going to miss lessons. Love you. Ooh, don't fall. Miss Ashley Lopez. Ashley Aronoff. Sorry, I didn't eat dinner. No, listen, legit, like, it's good. Ashley. This year alone has changed me. And I just want to say thank you. She's blossomed into a beautiful cellist. You've always been a beautiful young lady. But now, like, when she told me she was thinking about majoring in music, I said, do it, because I would be honored to be your student. And you play cello circles around me, so I'm going to be taking lessons this summer from you. But I'm just so proud of you that you found yourself and you found your way, and I'm blessed to be a part of that. So she's going to Ithaca, and I'm going to be driving to Ithaca to visit. Okay? All right. Love you. Oh, gosh. Sean was with me in Korea. Remember we were doing all that stuff with ice cream, and we were like fighting, like, yeah. We had a good time in Korea. But one of my favorite memories that I'm gonna always remember, Sean, is you came to me in the instrument room and was like, listen, I am tired of you giving me last chair. You're just picking on me. And he's taller than me, so I'm like this, and I'm like, no, I'm not. And I said, listen, fix this, fix that, and prove me wrong. And he was like, I'll prove you wrong. I said, prove me wrong. You sat first chair tonight. They don't realize that I push them because I love them, and I see what you can do. You sometimes just can't see what you can do. You just need somebody to like get you there. So I might tick you off, but understand there's reason. And you played tonight. You showed out. I'm very proud of you. Luke. I know. Luke. I know, we need like the dramatic dun-dun-dun. But Luke, that day we took a knee. I wasn't supposed to cry like this, but I love you guys so much. I just remember this cute little kid crying on my chest. And you made me realize that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, that I should be a teacher, and I just want to say I thank you. And your musicality just brings life to everybody, and I hope you continue to play and do great things. I'm going to miss you next year. Sorry. Stacy. Stacy comes to me late every day. Every period. She's like, and she's smart because she found a loophole. She comes with a pass. And I told her, I was like, Stacy, you know, if I collected all these passes, we'd have a classroom. So I could build a classroom with the amount of passes you give me. But I just want to say, I am so proud of you. Because we were talking about it today and it choked me up. If she ever thought she'd make it this far in orchestra, and she said no. And here you are. There were almost 100 kids in your orchestra, and you stayed. It says a lot about who you are and your character. And I love and appreciate you, and I've seen growth from your freshman or sophomore year to today. Like, yeah. Excellent job. And she's not last chair. She put that in the thing. She's not last chair. No, there's nothing wrong with last chair. Luca, my suave man. He makes me laugh so much. Like, what did you guys call that? With the Hoboken. He cracks me up. So Luca, when I showed up, he's like, just so you know, I'm quitting orchestra. He's like, I'm going to my guidance counselor. I'm not going to be here next week. So, and that's how we started, you know. And I was like, no, you're not. Sit down. You're not. No. You're not quitting. You're going to stay at least the year. Give me a year, right? Because this is my first year up here. And he was like, you can try, but I'm quitting. And then the next week, Lucas showed up, and I was like, you're giving me the year, right? And he's like, eh. And then next thing you know, I was like, wow, he's actually practicing. Wow, he actually sounds good. And then, yeah, because before he was like, eh. And then, next thing you know, he's like, you know, I'm going to audition for chamber. And I was like, I think you should. You know, you've worked really hard the last 2 years. I think you should audition for chamber for your senior year. Or was it junior year? It was this year, yeah. And next thing you know, I see Luca in the cage room, and I'm like, who's practicing? Wow, they sound great. I look in, and it's Luca, and I was like, what? And I thought to myself, I'm like, didn't he just tell me 2 years ago he was quitting? And now he's like, Luca, I am so proud of you, and you better keep playing. Show them your hand. Don't quit. Show them your hand. That is dedication right there. Perseverance. Yeah, let's go. Oh, Ben Sandberg. When I met Ben, he was in 5th grade, or not 5th grade, kindergarten. He was 5. And was it at a birthday party or was it in Miss Burkhan's class? Because you got detention. I know I'm calling them out, aren't I? I'm just so mean. No, but he and Timothy have been friends since kindergarten. And his mom is so beautiful. She takes a picture of them together at like every event. So we have pictures of them from the time they're 5 to now. Don't forget to get that picture tonight, Lori. But Ben went from not knowing his direction to wanting to quit orchestra. It was 7th grade you were going to quit? 7th or 8th grade? And I was like, you can't quit. You can't quit. And then I was like, go get lessons. You can't quit. And Ben is majoring in cello performance. And he's an amazing songwriter, and he sings. He doesn't tell people that, but he has a beautiful voice, so listen to his music. Oh, I heard you singing. You. I heard the song. He's trying to keep it on the DL. He's like, I'm too cool to sing. But you know what? You got a good voice, and you better use it. I love you. All right, the best for last, George. George. Will ever replace George. George, when I look at, I can tell when you're not here. I'm like, where's George? I'm serious. Like, you have such a big personality, and you're so passionate. But the beautiful thing about you, George, you just live life. And you are a teacher to all of us. You teach me to just be. And I appreciate you, and I love you. And George is going to Kansas University. He said he's going to play basketball. Okay. He's also majoring in viola performance, or minoring in music on viola. So give it up for George.